Yes, boys and girls, hope all of you are doing well today. Welcome to the first Champions League preview of the channel. This is Chelsea's first Champions League game since 2023, and I'm so excited, man. I've missed this competition. I've missed it. I just watched the Champions League game. I just watched Arsenal scrape through a win against Bilbao. Nah, it's disingenuous. They done what they had to do. They got the 2-0 win on the day. The subs made the difference. But I just want to see us win a game in the Champions League, and there's no better way to do it than Bayern Munich. There is no better way to do it than Bayern Munich. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man. We've still got another 24 hours. So literally just about to hit 8 o'clock. So we have another 24 hours till that kickoff. I'll be going to the pub to watch that game, and I'm so excited, man. The Champions League, this is our competition. We've won it twice already, and we tend to do well in these international tournaments. Club World Cup proved it. We just turn up for the fight. That's what Chelsea Football Club do. Listen, we've got a badge here. Club World Cup champions. That is Chelsea Football Club. But yeah, if we actually talk about the game, because obviously a lot of people are going to be concerned, and I hear it obviously after our most recent showing against Brentford, where it did end 2-2, and we didn't put on the most convincing display. We done well to get back into the game. We done well to actually come back, but then obviously we let it slip right at the end. Some would argue that the goal shouldn't have stood. And it's funny how no pundits are really speaking about it. I've noticed it, but if you actually look at it, you could argue that it was offside. But I'm not gonna blame it too much on the refs. I think it was just a bit of poor defending, and it's something that we need to work on, especially going into a game against Bayern Munich, where they have got players like Michael Olise, they have got players like Harry Kane, and they have got players like Luis Diaz, where they can hurt you. They have got Musiala out, which is a plus for us. Obviously, I don't wish injuries upon players, but it is a plus for us. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. So we have to be on our game. Every department on the pitch, every area, the defense, the midfield, the attack has to be on their A game. We can't afford to miss chances. We can't afford to get overrun in the midfield, and we can't afford any silly mistakes at the back. That includes Robert Sanchez as well. He hasn't had a bad start to the season, if we're being honest. But yeah, Bayern Munich. Why? I think this game is going to suit us, and I'll tell you why. Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena at their home ground. They're not just going to sit back like Brentford did. They're going to come at us because they feel like they are the superior team. They are going to come at us. They are going to try create as many chances as they can. And when they lose the ball, we tend to do better on the counter attack when they're spacing behind. So players like Pedro Neto, Willian Esteval, even Malo Gusto, if he's playing, can run in behind and create them chances. We saw that against PSG. Players absolutely thriving off of that, pacing behind, and just not being shown much respect, should I say? Just not being shown much respect. We tend to thrive off of that. And I don't think Bayern Munich are going to show us an awful lot of respect. I think they're going to come at us, create as much as they can, just try and score off the bat because they are at home and the pressure's off of them. So I think that can benefit us. I think that can actually benefit us. I think it'll be a slightly easier game than the Brentford game. And that's not to say we're going to definitely win it before you misconstrue my words, because obviously it is Bayern Munich. And as I've already spoken about the players they have, they've got the likes of Kimmich in midfield. Caicedo's going to need to do a job on him. And their defense is good as well. So we will have to see. We'll have to see. But I think we have a good chance tomorrow. Obviously, I'll get into my score prediction at the end of this video. So make sure you guys stay for that. And obviously, we'll do the starting 11 shortly. But I'm really excited for this game, man. I'm really excited for this game. Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. I haven't been watching too many of their games. Obviously, this will be my first time watching them this season. So I don't know an awful lot of what they're like. But as I say, we know the threats on paper, like the Olise and the Canes, that we have to try and nullify. And players like Tosin, we can't afford any balls over the top to be ignored. And Chalobah can't overcommit like he did against Brentford, which left Tosin exposed. Because we're going to get punished. We are going to get punished for any silly mistakes like that. So we will have to see. We'll have to see. But if we move into the starting 11 swiftly, I'm going to get it up here. So we start off in goal. And listen, we know who it's going to be. We know it's going to be Robert Sanchez. Just type it in. Apologies if I'm looking this way. The screen's on my left. But yeah, Robert Sanchez in goal. As I say, no silly mistakes because we cannot. Please, Sanchez, if you're watching this, probably not. Please, no silly mistakes. We cannot afford that. Left centre back. We know that my centre back pairing. I'd stick with Chalobah and Tosin. I know they both didn't have great games against Brentford, but I think Fofana's still coming back from fitness from an injury. Didn't look too great ever. against Brentford either. I know he was playing at right back, but he didn't look too great either. So those would be my two centre halves. And now, if we actually move into the right back, this is where it gets interesting because people will be calling for Reece James to start because obviously he's the captain, and that's perfectly fine. And I haven't got an issue with him starting. Something tells me this game might suit Malo Gusto a bit better. As I spoke about earlier, the spacing behind him, running down the flanks, he'll have more room to bomb forward, and he will have more room to bomb forward because there won't be the defence, the back four, and the midfield just sat behind. So he will have more space to go forward and bomb down that wing. And I feel like Maresca trusts him in these kind of big games. We saw it in the Conference League final. We started, didn't have a good half, but got taken off. But he went with him, started him, and then even after that, he started him in the Club World Cup final. I know Reece James did also start in midfield, but Malo Gusto did also start that game. So I feel like Maresca does actually trust Gusto when he's not inverting. I think he thrives in the system. When he's the inverted fullback, however, I don't think he does too well. So as long as he's not inverting and we have keep Marc Cucurella as the inverted fullback, I think we'll be okay. And speaking of Marc Cucurella, he is our starting left back. Now he looked a bit leggy against Brentford when he came on. I hope he's rested and recovered now. But I understand why he's leggy because obviously he played 2 90-minute games for Spain. I can imagine he's shattered. Now the midfield, obviously due to the lack of options, we're going to stick with Enzo Fernandez and we're going to stick with Moises Caicedo. I haven't even changed the formation, my bad. Change the formation, it'll be a 4-2-3-1 like that. The two midfield will be both Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. They are two best midfielders, and we haven't really got anyone else. Our only other option is Andre Santos at the moment. If we're winning in the 70th minute, you can maybe bring him off for an Enzo or Caicedo maybe. But these two need to start the game, and they definitely will start the game. Now, in the number 10 role, getting back into the starting 11, Mr. Cole Palmer. He is now back from injury, and he came back with a bang against Brentford. Came on, got that beautiful finish, and in my opinion, changed the game. He's a big game player. I feel like in this big game, he's going to turn up. I'm excited to see how he does. I'm excited to see Cole Palmer in the Champions League. Obviously, we've only seen him in the Champions League for City briefly, but he hadn't hit Cole Palmer heights just yet. So we will see. Now, right wing. Now, again, this is where it gets interesting as well because Gittins did not have a good game against Brentford at all. He did not. I think we could all agree on that. People might be calling for Garnacho to start, and I hear it. But I'd go with our two best wingers at the moment. And for me, they are both Willian Esteval. I'm not sure if he's going to appear on here. He's not. So let's just assume that's Willian Esteval, guys. And then on the left wing, I would go with Pedro Neto. Willian Esteval did train yesterday, so I imagine he's training again today. He should be fit to play this game, and I think the pacing behind, the trickery as well, I think this will be the perfect game for him to show what he can do. And Pedro Neto, in my opinion, he's our best winger on form at the moment. And I do also want to speak on Jamie Gittins because if we are winning in this game, I think this would be a good game to bring him on and build up his confidence because he knows the opposition, he knows Bayern Munich, and the spacing behind, he's rapid. I think this would be a perfect game for him, not to start, but to bring him on eventually. If obviously the Bayern defenders are a bit leggy and getting knackered. So we'll see. Now up front, we know it's going to be João Pedro. We know it's going to be João Pedro. I can type. João Pedro is definitely going to start this game. Again, he's our only striking option at the moment. Or he's not technically. Mark Gu is also there, but I don't think Maresca fully trusts him just yet. Which is fair enough. I don't think he anticipated he'd be going into the season with João Pedro and Mark Hughes, our striking options. Obviously, Liam Delap is injured. But that would be the starting 11 I'd go for. Obviously, Robert Sanchez, that's the back four. That's the midfield. That should be Willian Esteval. He's just not on here, unfortunately. And then João Pedro up front. But that would be my starting 11. Now, if we get into the score prediction, spare me 2 seconds. If we get into the score prediction, it's going to sound very, very bold. I'm going with 2-0. Something telling me first Champions League game, we're going to set an impression. I think we're going to nick it 2-0. Now, if that's me being too optimistic, then lock me up, throw away the key. But I think we'll do well tomorrow. I think we will set a statement to everyone who underestimates us. Like I've noticed how no rival fan gives us a chance in games like this. It's always like, oh, you're going to get pumped by Bayern. You're going to get pumped by PSG in the final. You're going to get smoked by Man City in the Champions League final. Then we go on to win it. Club World Cup champions. That is what we are. We are the best team in the world, and tomorrow is an opportunity. opportunity to showcase it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know your score prediction and who you would start. And smash a like on the video, hit that sub button, and I will see you guys tomorrow.